May God sleep on your pillow. May he hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the roads ride with you, fair weather to your heels. May the wind be ever at your back. And may you be a long time in heaven before the devil knows you're God.
I want to talk about how in general how sinning is looked down upon, and it's like there's so many things that are considered sinning, like the 7 deadly sins, like gluttony, sloth,
get them all,
lust, greed, wrath
is theft. Wrath isn't a sin.
It is. It actually is. Yeah, wrath is one of them.
Is it really?
Yeah.
7.
How do you define wrath?
It's just when you
like coming down on somebody.
Murder, envy.
So the 7 deadly sins are lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride.
Right.
And what's funny is like half of those things you fucking do on a regular basis.
Half of those things you can't like live. You can't actually function.
Yeah, whoops! I was proud of myself.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking sorry that the last 3 months of my life were horrible, and then I was finally proud of something.
You made a fucking macaroni makeshift thing for your mom, and she's so proud of it, and you have pride because of that. Is that a fucking sin?
And then now both of you are fucked.
I studied for 12 years to become a fucking surgeon, and I can't be proud of myself. You know what I mean?
I don't want to sit.
But you could also spin so many things. Like even if like doing good, right? Even if doing good, you're someone who it likes to give, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So you give a lot.
Yeah.
Well, now you're being greedy. You are, because you're doing something for yourself.
Where's the
matter how much you give in order to feel good.
Where's the 7 lovely sins?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with
the 7 lovely sins are chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patient kindness, and humility.
Oh wow! I didn't fucking know. Those are just the opposites.
So one of them are chastity, which means you're not allowed to have sex. That's
right.
So
it's
in
a virtue,
fairness,
right?
Okay, so it's basically just don't have fun.
Right.
Yeah, just
don't have sex. Don't be proud of yourself. No, I think if the 7 deadly sins.
Wait, sex is supposed to be fun?
Well, it's not. Yeah, well, I guess it's like it's the opposite to the vice of lust.
Right.
So it's the virtue in comparison. So the opposite of gluttony would be temperance. The opposite of greed is charity, sloth, diligence, wrath, patience, envy, kindness, and pride and humility.
I'm just,
pretty much it's just the opposite of 7 deadly sins.
Yeah. I think all of those sins, and actually all of those sins and all of their opposites, I think it's if you take any of them to the extreme, that's when it's a problem.
No. But what I guess what I'm saying
is, any of them are technically a sin. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is like me and Stamper were talking about this. It's like I don't want to go up to heaven with a bunch of fucking like old people in a waiting room and eat crackers and wine all day. Yeah. I want to go fucking party with Satan and the demon girls and fucking do drugs off their titties.
Yo, those demon girls spread their butt.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know something?
Love it.
They do.
Okay, so listen.
And they envy that.
Yeah.
Here's that word.
So they envy that. So did you know that the demons?
It's like, yo, there's a room over there. You need to check that shit out, dude.
Let me tell you,
there's some shit going on in there.
So listen,
your fucking mind.
You know that in heaven,
and then I'll buy them all drinks and stuff. Everything will be copious. It'll be great.
You know.
Wait, no, copacetic. That's the word.
You know that in heaven, none of the sins are allowed.
I have to move their little forktail over.
None of the sins are allowed in heaven, right?
The angels show up, and the show you get is a fucking chastity belt.
So it's not like you get to go. Yeah, you don't get to go up to heaven and drink and fucking party.
Let me tell you what fucking heaven is. It's playing ping pong and being a faggot.
So that
fucking asses playing ping pong. Booze, beer, bitches.
But wait, that means
that's hell.
That literally
that's fun time.
No, that literally means that if hell is burning for eternity and heaven is sitting around singing om all day long.
Heaven's watching old people.
Fine.
That means this
is it.
Right. This is it.
This is the only time that you're going to be able to drink and fuck and swear and do all the silly things that are so fun.
Let me tell you something, Corey. You're going to go to heaven and God's going to come up to you and be like, hey, what's up, Corey? You did a good job on earth. Welcome to heaven. You want to play badminton? And you're going to be like, no.
That's gay.
Exactly. And he's going to be like, gay? And then ban you.
Did you know, guys,
off the cloud.
that there are
He's
demons?
Gonna put his hand on your forehead, his big giant fingertip on your forehead, and be like, "You're banished from heaven forever." And you're gonna be like, "And."
Because they fall and plummet, and then like Satan's like, "Dude, you don't know how many."
He's
people
like, "Dude, we got Batman if you want it, you fucking queer, but we also got the room full of the demon girls spreading their butts. It's great. Go over there and look."
That is actually
sin.
Sorry, I turned into a demon for a
Jesus, you
second.
sounded like a fucking demon.
Did you know that there are different demons associated with each deadly sin?
Yeah. The ones, it was in Dante's Inferno, I think. So, like, when he went to the level
I remember
with the
God of
gluttons,
War, that was great.
it was like people that would, like, force feed you food and then, like, tear out your innards and shit. And then there was, like, the lust ones where they would, like, fuck your dick off. Or
The lust one's
like
called
that.
Asmodeus. Is the lust sin, but you know, like Beelzebub?
Yeah.
That's envy.
Fuck your dick off.
Beelzebub is envy.
Do you know what I mean?
Lucifer is the demon of pride.
Dude, she fucked my dick
No, you go.
off.
You go to
I don't know
heaven.
any of the other ones,
You go to
though.
heaven, and when you sign over your life to heaven, the first thing that happens is your dick falls off.
Yeah.
So your angel can be androgynous,
Yeah.
and then
You'd like that, Corey.
You know, that's actually what angel wings are made out of? Dick skin?
Yeah, just
it just
Dick
falls into a little chopper, and
dick
angel
skin and
wings pop
vagina
out.
flap skin. That's it falls right off, and then they peel it as wide as they can.
Oh man,
and
could
they
you
make
could you
wings out of
imagine
it.
being the guy who has to clean up all the dick skin and fucking vagina skin and stick it into the man-made machinery in heaven?
patriarchy in heaven.
I guarantee you, they clip coupons in heaven.
Yeah.
They
Have
They
wet
read
dreams.
senior discounts.
Have wet dreams in their.
They watch a lot of Wheel of Fortune.
They have wet dreams and hide it from God.
God walks by to inspect all the
He
wet.
comes in, he peeks in the window, he's like, "Did you have a wet dream?" You're like, "No, God."
I just
I'm
pissed
okay."
myself a little bit. He's like, you don't have a dick. Your wings are made out of your dick. And
It's like I was drinking the holy water. You got to make up some.
What do you think is the biggest sin you could commit if you got into heaven?
Taking dick pictures of God.
Fucking a baby angel.
You don't have a dick. Baby angels are cute, though. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
those big chubby cheeks and
He's
little
like,
juicy
dude, this
butt.
baby angel's like 8,000 years old. I just got here. Come on, man. It's not
I'm like
statutory.
younger than this fucking baby angel, dude.
I would be so good at bullshitting God. I'd be like, "Bro, I just got here. I'm sorry. I'm not used to this whole fucking heaven."
I'll be
thing."
God in this scenario. Okay, go for
I
it.
brown nose the fuck out of God. I gotta
really-
get on his good side so I can
Yeah.
get some brownie
If you
points.
were to be God, though, you have to accuse him of something.
When he changes the rules, when everyone has to come down for the Y2K or whatever, I'm be like, listen, God, listen, I did all that
I have
shit.
you know
to
what Y2K is, Corey?
Listen,
Why
Do you know what Y2K is?
It's the Millennium Bug.
sorry, the rapture is what I'm
Okay.
talking
I
about.
would kiss God's ass so
That's what I'm
hard.
saying.
I'd be
brown
like,
nose
"Yo,
him.
are those
I'll be-
fresh new
I'll-
J's?"
Yeah,
Stamper.
exactly.
I'll be
You
God in this
comment on
scenario.
his toga, and then he comes when you're coming down on the fucking like boogie plane to Earth again to like go on the big projector to look at all the sins you guys did. You're like, come on, knock a few. Man, I was drunk.
Stamper. Stamper.
I'd be real with God. I'd be like, "Oh, that's a fucking nice toga. How do you keep it so white? Clorox bleach?"
And he's like,
Where'd
no.
you buy that at?
He's like, I
like, I
use
made it,
Vanish,
dude.
Vanish
He's
OxyClean.
like, I made it.
Vanish OxyClean, purer than you. All right, so Stamper, I'll be God in this scenario. Stamper,
Stop.
my
This
baby.
podcast brought to you by Vanish OxyClean for God. Buy some Vanish OxyClean.
Be whiter than God.
Be whiter
because
than
black
God.
is for hell. Okay, but so basically.
Black is.
Stamper, my baby's anuses are larger than usual today. Do you have anything to do with this?
Yeah, baby, I fucked him.
Down to hell with you.
Bye.
That's the end of that.
That's it. Done.
I get to hell.
It's over.
Satan's like, check it out. There's a lot of baby anus. Dude, jokes aside, if anything, I would get to hell and I would have to I'd have to pull Satan aside and be like, listen, dude, I know you like to party. This fucking awesome T-shirt, by the way. But listen,
It's
man,
got three
I gotta-
words on it, man.
I need to fucking relax for
moon.
a second. And I bet he'd be cool. He'd be like, all right.
he
He's
would
like,
listen.
Hey, you know what? You take your time, because guess what? We got eternity.
yeah, we got a lot of shit to do. And I'll be
But
like,
he's
all
like-
right, I just need a nap. That's
He's like, God tells everybody I'm supposed to set you on fire.
If anything, he'd be fucking annoying. Like, he'd, like, bang on your door and be like, dude, we need to fucking party. And you're just like, no, man. just
That's
give
what
me a
hell
fucking-
is.
Please give me a break. You,
you
bring him
think-
in, you try to cook him eggs and be like, calm down. Say,
He's like, oh, I like my eggs pickled. Come on, man.
just give me 2 fucking seconds to just fucking get my brain
don't
together.
like these kind of
Now,
eggs.
does the devil like split every single time there's a new person? Because I'm imagining that if the more people that were there, like let's say back in the beginning, there's only like a few billion people down in hell. But now there's like billions and billions of people in hell at this point. So it's like they either had to hire more people.
Yeah, so
or
Mick-
how do they manage that?
So Mick, isn't the
There's no
whole
way they hired enough demons to fucking punish that many people.
isn't the
especially at the rate that we're
Who's
Isn't
fucking
the-
wallets that coming out of?
isn't
They
the
still
whole
got, like,
point?
below minimum wage is bullshit.
unless they're converting the people that go down as like new recruits.
Isn't the whole point of Christian or the Christian view of religion? I think it's just the Christian view of religion is that there's going to be a holy war between the angels and the demons eventually. But wouldn't there be way more people that go to
Oh
hell?
my
than
god,
heaven?
hell would totally
Hell
win. Are
would
you
totally
kidding me?
fucking dominate, dude.
Yeah.
Totally dominate. Like
Heaven would go on Twitter and say mean things.
No, they wouldn't even. They'd be like, "Oh God, I don't want to hurt you." Heaven would be like, "Oh, geez, is this gonna hurt?" And hell would be like, "Fuck you." They're like ISIS.
Heaven would be starting fundraisers like, an angel died. We need to fix this.
Yeah.
They'd raise $3,000.
Yeah, on their Kickstarter.
Satan would be like, "Hey, we're making a new beer."
Yeah, and you're like, "Shit, dude."
Their Kickstarter
he's like
videos just
he's like demon semen beer. Demon semen beer.
And then you're like, that doesn't sound very good. But then you see all these girls coming in.
Satan's like, I'm kickstarting butts and pussy for everyone.
And the God's like,
the Butts and Pussy for Everyone Foundation.
I'll bring it back to VCR. Woo!
Dude, fucking Satan would if there was a Kickstarter, Satan would pay the
like how out
entirety
of
of
touch
it.
Heaven is.
Yeah, they're like, they don't even know how to double click a mouse, and Satan's got a fucking iPad.
He really lost touch with how life is right now. He really lost touch.
We got it. That's God's favorite thing. He just the VCR. He has all his favorite prized things: the VCR and the cassette player. That's his things. He's got
got like his bookshelf of tapes.
He's listening,
and then he's got like the top and like the top 4 rows are like his normal VHS tapes, and then like the bottom one is the taller one that's got all his Disney ones on it because they're the big white ones that don't fit on any other fucking shelf.
I have no problem with people who are
rocking
religious.
and rolling.
My best man is very Christian, and I love his family dearly. And listen, if there is God, that's awesome. They always say that you have to be open to God. I am open to the idea of it.
I am as well.
And you know what? Honestly, God
never.
If God knows everything,
face, though.
right? But if God knows everything, and if God wants my attention, He knows how to fucking get it.
Exactly.
He knows how to fucking get it. No debates.
I'm open to God, but I need evidence.
Yeah, they say, but that's not faith. That's
that's not faith.
Discussion.
But if he just comes down and just goes peekaboo and just leaves for 1 second, then you'd be like,
I won't think that's God.
Let me tell you something.
I'll think I just had a quick hallucination.
I could never believe in a God or trust a God or respect a God even that wanted blind faith out of His creations. I would believe that if I created something, I would have to earn that respect. And they're like, well, they made you. Well, I don't know that. But I'm saying that if you can earn my respect or if you can try to do something to earn someone's respect and they still turn you down and they still, put their nose up at you, fuck them. But
how about this, Mick? You're only allowed to go to heaven if you praise me. If you go down on your knees every day and go, you're great. I'm great. Why would you want to worship a God that wants you to actually go down on your knees and be like, God, I love you? What? Seriously, that is.
You know what that is? That's pride. That's pride.
Oh my God!
That's fucking vanity.
You debunked religion right there.
That's a fucking deadly sin.
Mick just debunked religion.
Let me tell you something.
Live
you know why
folks.
they do that? Because they want their fucking pretty house on the side of the ocean, their fucking their nice 2-story house with their fucking perfect wife and all this shit. They want this perfect because when you go to heaven, you get everything you want. You get the one thing you always wanted, which
what if you want
is
titties
greed?
and beer?
Which is greed.
Corey, that's so beautiful how you were just your ideal life is a 2-story house with a nice
no.
You're so humble. And perfect.
It's just that's what people want. They want their perfect ideal world, living in the. That's what I want to live in the Bahamas. That'd be fucking amazing.
You didn't
but that's what they want. But you know what that is? That's greed because you want that.
Yeah.
You don't want to give.
You're doing all this good stuff so you can have material or you can have the things that make you feel so good.
It's all worked. It's a fucking fascinating.
But you can spin it. I remember talking to people about friendship too.
The most generous, amazing people I've ever met in my life aren't religious. I'll say that much.
Well, that's
They don't give a shit. They're human beings.
That's all you gotta
That's what we're doing.
Don't kill your neighbor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Surprise! Yeah, it's pretty fucking simple.
Do you want to talk about